Welcome back, fellow travelers. I want to talk to you today about 5 must-have travel items when you fly or when you travel to any destination. It is imperative. These are simple items that you should have, but not everybody does. There's a lot of people that are always left behind without these 5 items, and I'm here to tell you today what they are. So before I repeat myself a third time, let's jump right into it. And they're in no particular order, but I will start off with this mouthwash slash toothbrush. You never know who you're going to run into. You never know who you're going to sit next to on a plane. It could be your big opportunity. It could be your future husband or wife. It could be anybody. It could be your favorite celebrity. And you don't want to make that bad impression of having bad breath, especially on long flights after you're eating or maybe you've dozed off a bit. You want to be able to get up, go to the washroom, and then after that, brush your teeth, rinse your mouth out, and then be on your way. Now, yeah, some airlines will carry extra toothbrushes, especially if you're flying in business or first, but don't chance it. Just bring your own stuff, and it also helps out when you're staying over, maybe you're waiting for a taxi to arrive. Any other time you feel that your breath could hinder a potential encounter, you want to make sure that you have that with you and that your breath is smelling fine. The next thing will be either noise canceling headsets or earplugs. Now, this can be used for if you're on the plane and you're trying to sleep. You'll want to avoid that guy that's 2 rows down, snoring as if he owned the plane, and not being able to rest, not being able to get some sleep. Same is true if you're in a hotel room and the walls just happen to be paper thin. Plugging in those earplugs will make it so that you can actually get some rest so that your next day is full of the adventure and energy that is required for that adventure. You don't want to be up and tossing all night, cranky. You want to rest. And that's the way I earplugs have saved my skin so many times that I cannot help but recommend it. Oh, the next thing is actually something that I brought with me for the first time on my round the world trip. Before that, I never traveled with it, but I cannot imagine what my trip would have been like without these. And these are either hand sanitizers, more so you can use like baby towelettes, so what you'd wipe your baby's bottom with. Those are great to bring with you if ever you're touching something. I know for me, like a lot of the times when I was climbing up and doing some hikes, my hands were dirty. I wanted to fish in my bag, but I didn't want my hands full of dirt. Just wipe off quickly, get rid of any infectants that might be on my hands. If I'm touching some mold on rocks as I'm climbing, get rid of that on my hands. Or maybe I'm at a food court at a mall I'm checking out in some city, put my hands on the table and it's all gunky. I don't want to have to bring all my bags with me, go to the washroom, come back, and this whole production, just take out one of those towelettes and just scrub. The other thing that I would say that you would need to bring absolutely without a doubt is medication. So now I'm not talking about like an EpiPen or stuff like that. That's obviously something that you should bring if you need it. I'm talking about like headache medication, cold and sinus stuff. You don't want to have your trip bogged down by those types of ailments that could affect you. And really, maybe you don't want to get out of bed because you're so sick. Popping in a few of those will help you get on your way so you're not spending hundreds of dollars on this hotel room that you just feel like crap in. You want to get out there, sweat it out, sweat out your cold, sweat out your headache. You don't really sweat out headaches. And that's why I'm not a doctor. But, the activity of breathing the fresh air, I'm sure it alleviates some whatever happens with your sinus. We'll go with that. But, again, I'm not Dr. J here. The final thing that you absolutely want to bring is either a water bottle or even these days they sell water backpacks. So I have one myself. Right now it's actually being cleaned, or I would show it to you. It's a backpack. It's very small. It can go underneath another backpack that I'm wearing, and it holds a few liters of water. And then you might be like, well, I don't really need water. I'll just buy it wherever I am. Having the backpack or your reusable water bottle will prevent you from drinking, or hopefully minimize the chances of you drinking contaminated water. So before I leave my hotel, or if I'm staying somewhere that has safe water, I can fill that up and I'm good for my day. The backpack is honestly, I don't know how I traveled without it before. Oh man, is it good. It is good. It's my number one thing to travel with. I just have this tube that comes out of the backpack and I sip on it the backpack keeps my water cool, and I know I'm drinking clean water every time. I'm not forced to, either suffer dehydration, get that headache, become irritable, or even worse. Like if I'm out in the wilderness and I'm dying of thirst, yeah, I could, really have the ill side effects that would happen with that dehydration, especially if I'm in a hot area, hot, dry, arid area. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to have those situations thrust upon me. The backpack is a definite lifesaver. And I'm saying this and I'm so thirsty now. Now I want some water. So I'm going to end the video. I would like to know what your must-have travel item is. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to be able to add one more thing that is easily transportable to my arsenal. I didn't mention a first aid kit. I do travel with a first aid. It's a travel size first aid kit that includes bandages, a lot of other knickknacks, whether it's a band-aid or a bandage, some ailments. There's just a bunch of stuff. You can Google travel first aid kit. You'll find it. It's great. But let me know. Let me know in the comments what you have. You always bring with you. I'd like to thank you for making me a part of today. In the meantime, you can check out some of my other videos right over here. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do that right here. Lets you know when we upload new content, but it also helps the channel out and it's greatly appreciated. Again, thank you for making me a part of your day. And until next time, safe travels.